know that you're, even if you may not, you don't remember the quotes or stuff like that, but at least sign up if you're planning on doing that. That'll help us. The recital. So we got today, Anne-Marie's playing a little guitar, and Caleb, Rummy is doing piano, and Andrew's doing piano, and Maisie's singing. I think Joe's coming at 1:30, so we'll let Maisie go a little bit later. And then Caleb is doing a snare solo. Gosh, hey, I saw this. Did you find out? So did it work with like using a cymbal stand? Sweet. Great. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we'll rock out a little snare solo. Americus, you play? Okay. Good.
Hey, and Wally, we need to remind everyone the Wind Ensemble concert is Friday.
Friday.
And that is one of your required
Yes.
concerts.
7:30.
Grady will have the sign-in sheet.
Yeah, be there.
It's at the PAC Center, which is at Warsaw High
This is
School.
the high
Grady, you
school.
don't wait, does that mean I have to go?
Yes.
So if you want to bribe, I mean,
Looks like Grady. Grady, you good at forging? No.
it takes Visa.
I like that.
We'll give you guys a big call, sign it. All right, so yeah, that's Friday. Did Eric Chris reach out to you?
Yes,
Okay.
yep.
All right, good. I just making sure that was cool. Let's see. Anything else that we're? I feel
I
like
think
we're.
that's it. Jury sign-ups will go up the week we get back from Thanksgiving.
Say that one more time.
Jury sign-ups will go up the week after Thanksgiving.
The week after Thanksgiving. You guys looking forward to Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
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 Not crazy.
Very excited.
Do you remember 2 years ago when we were done before Thanksgiving?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Was that 2020?
Yeah, yep. I love it.
I was done. And I was really.
Honestly, though, then you can go into break being like,
Done. We're off for like,
All right, let's do, like we just run this down the list here. So Anne Marie, you ready? Let's do it.
How's Cooper's?
No worries.
You need a, will you stand up?
I'm gonna sit down.
Okay. You need a music stand?
Yes, would you like?
I would love.
It's straight up just because I have to paste it onto Google Docs, but you can have it. And it's in C, it's in C with the computer, but, yeah. All right.
Thank you.
It's a secret. Okay.
Not 7.
Hey, that's all right. Okay. Ain't nobody got it easy. That's preach it. Preach it, girl.
Guys, Andrew heard it from the
Freshly trimmed.
Oh,
I want to be like,
Yeah.
Bridget very serious. Yep.
All right.
16 hours.
Anne Marie, what are you playing for us?
Alright, well today, I need my keyboard, and I'm also playing, it's called I Nobody Got It Easy by Joachim and the Neighbors. So Joachim is who's the husband of Ellie Joachim, which a lot of people know.
Okay, all right.
Not that he's less important.
You can bring your case up a little closer, Anne Marie.
What?
You can bring your stuff up closer, you know,
Okay,
if you want to.
and this is, so my main instrument, stuff that I'm really comfortable with is singing the piano, since it's something that I've been trying to learn for a while. So I've been pretty self-taught on guitar for a while, and I just got a guitar actually last December. So it's been all very new to me, so,
That's
and
cool.
the song is new. So.
That's a nice green guitar.
Thank you, I know, it's like bluish green.
Very cool.
Alright, so, I'm just gonna go for it, and it's kind of still in the working, so it's not complete. So that's my cop-out way of saying if there's mistakes.
There you go, that's good.
Is this good enough? Yeah?
Well, maybe check it again.
I would tune the last two swings.
What's the tune by you? I'm so sorry, I really, I get shifted every time when it's in my bag.
That's.
This is what you don't do to make you prepared as professional. Thank you for your advice.
Where's the one?
It's hard to They've been hard to know.
Thank you.
Oh, and I forgot to also mention, I'm sorry. I'm also singing with it because that's what I get most comfortable with, so I will be singing with it. About myself. It's a strange loving world. It'll make no sense to me. There are a few things I am sure of. Ain't nobody got it easy. Ain't nobody got it easy. Standing on the edge of a confession, waiting for the sorrow to break. Too many reasons, too many questions. Ain't nobody got it easy. Ain't nobody got it easy. Grass is always greener on the other side, looking for avenues to freedom. I have yet to find someone satisfied. Ain't nobody got it easy. Ain't nobody got it easy. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's pain is another man's pleasure. Trying to climb down your family tree. Ain't nobody got it easy. Ain't nobody got it easy. Ain't nobody got it easy. That's it. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, very nice job. Just kind of a little picky thing on like the guitar, no pun intended. But so when you're playing that D chord, be careful because I'm hearing the low E string. So like make sure like when you're strumming, like don't strum all all six strings at that point. Like leave off because really it ends up sounding like D over E, like with the E in the bass. So just I think I was hearing a little bit on the C chord too. So like anytime the chord starts on the second to the lowest string, like just make sure, just like when you're picking it, you strum it, you're just gonna have to not hit that last string. That's just a little thing, but yeah, I mean rhythmically, I was tracking with you. It sounded good. I love your voice. It had very beautiful alto voice. So that was cool. Very good song too for your. I was feeling it. Definitely feeling it. Yeah. Other thoughts?
I ditto his comment about the string bringing it out. And you're doing a nice job. You just had a couple of hiccups in your transitions, so just get real comfortable with those. But
Yeah, I can feel, I know I hate being up here, I can feel my face.
you're doing great.
Yeah. That's
You're doing very nice.
Steve. Any thoughts?
I thought you did a great job as a performer. That you're here in front of peers and it's a relaxed environment. But as a performer, don't sit down and feel not, or at least don't let us know that you're feeling nervous about it. There's some cliche statements like you only get one chance to make a first impression, which is super cliche, but it's true. So as a performer, start off confident and never let us see anything but confidence. I love the dynamics you added in the guitar playing. You're bringing it up and bringing it down and slight vibrato with the tempo and stuff like that. That was great. Maybe think about as there are different parts of the song, different ways you can accompany yourself, because it was basically the same strumming pattern a lot of the whole way through. Just a little thought. So like think of your arrangement of your accompaniment. But I thought it was really nice. You did a really nice job. There's just a couple of things to think about.
Students, you guys had any observations for Anne-Marie? Yeah, Jake.
I just say, like, I know it's a guitar thing, but just don't be afraid to be loud with your voice too. I think you're a little nervous, but just like, man, I think you feel like your voice has to accompany your guitar, which for me, I never want that to be the case. I want my guitar to accompany my voice, so I think you naturally are that. You want your guitar to accompany your voice, so I say, honestly, lean into that. But still, like, still focus on your voice, even though you're playing guitar. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I was definitely seeing quieter because I'm here for guitar performance.
yeah, don't be afraid to just sing it out because it sounds really good.
All right, thank you, Anne-Marie. All right, Rummy, let's have you play.
I scared myself.
No, go for it. Yes. Very
What's that? All right, what are you playing for us, Caleb?
I'm playing a piece on the piano called The Shepherd's Flute.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, stay ready, Grady, when you sing this. All right. If you sing, I don't know if you sing. There's no words, I can mix them up.
That's okay.
Just say Grady, every word.
Okay, I'm glad you're all ready.
job on it. I honestly, I don't know where you started and where you came from to get here, so I can't, address any of that. It sounds like you're, you know the notes, you know what you're doing, you know the song. So, I would encourage you just to start listening to that melody, where the phrasing is going. You're like, here's the first note of the phrase, and here's where it ends. How do we get there? So just be aware of the phrasing, because that's really where you are with the song, sculpting the melody, there are no words being sung, like you said, but make those notes tell the story of the song.
Yeah.
So just the phrasing and dynamics, just keep listening for that and working towards that. But it sounded nice. Good job.
Okay, did you kind of pick up any things from this, like working on this piece, like just in terms of like the mode you're playing in, and any kind of interesting things that you're learning from this piece?
It's not super complicated, so for me, I was just really trying to focus on dynamics a lot, making it sound musical.
Yeah, it's definitely modal, which you can take this and use that kind of concept for other things you're working on too, like even stuff. I know you enjoy writing music, so anytime you're working on something like this, see if there's things about it that you can kind of grab and use in your own compositions. And like, is there? I guess that's what I'm kind of wondering. Is there anything from this piece that you are kind of that you'd kind of want to maybe use going forward? Like anything harmonically or melodically?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, think about it as you're doing these kinds of songs. I mean, it's wonderful. It's kind of like exploring a little bit that Dorian mode and then maybe the Aeolian mode. At some point there with adding that B flat but those kinds of sounds are really, I think they're really cool. They're really beautiful sounds. So.
Probably know what the Dorian and Aeolian modes are.
So if you hang with theory, you'll eventually get there.
Guitar player friends too, because they love those things.
The modes, yeah.
They do.
Yeah. So.
One suggestion, just thinking about phrasing, hum the melody or sing the melody, and that way you can hear like where at the end of a phrase, the way I think of it is that's where breath is taken if you were singing. So it's just like bum 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 ba da dum da, and then it continues. So if you think about it that way, it can also help then translate into your hands and the phrasing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, nice job.
Keep your copies, it's okay, I don't need them back.
You will for juries,
Yeah, you could-
so we want to save them.
Oh, that's good.
It sounded like Joey did.
Same for you, Anne Marie, where you played this for juries. So if you want to get this on your back, you don't have to recopy it.
Right.
I'll take that boy.
I'm getting rid of it.
Are you singing?
I like your song. I just saw it online.
You're not going to like
That's fine if I do. It's funny. And it's
Look at that tall snare.
And so tall.
That's a snare after my own heart right there.
Oh.
It's ensnared it. I can't.
No.
Thank you, I'll be here all week. No. She's actually dropping music to be doing.
That's very also be awkward.
All right, Caleb, what are you playing for us?
Contest favorite.
All right. What should we be listening for? Like because a lot of these types of pieces kind of have certain things that they're kind of focusing on, working on. What should we be listening for?
cleanness and like smoothness with everything.
Okay,
Because it's not really dynamics, which I could add to make it a little more musical.
okay.
A lot of these pieces just kind of sound the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, just kind of smoothness, polished.
all right. All right, Logan, give us your thoughts.
It was good, buddy. Careful playing stuff done, with that. Like that, maybe like when you're doing your doubles, and you're going down, bring it back to 40. Just watch that. Good job.
You know, talking about dynamics, like, cause these, let's see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, kind of irregular. But anyway, those, you know, cause all the sections that repeat, it'd be interesting to do something like when you repeat one of those sections.
Like play the first one quiet and it's like.
Yeah, maybe, like try to think through that, I mean, even though there's not necessarily dynamics written in, I mean, you can kind of play with it, I think.
I did hear some natural crescendos in
I
his
did.
rolls.
Yeah, which was cool. Yeah, made me think about, you know, because like for any instrument, if you have something that repeats, a lot of times on the repeat, you want to do something a little bit different, like a little variation. So just maybe think about that. Like what are ways you could, you know, play that same section again, but mix it up a little bit, dynamics and yeah.
When you make a mistake or when you think you've made a mistake.
Don't show it.
Yep,
Yeah.
because I had no idea, but I knew because your face showed it.
Tell that.
Yeah, Terry's thing on that. Yeah.
I like in the rolls, the way, I heard it in the middle, I could tell at the beginning, you were trying to get your feet going, you're trying to like get locked in, and I could tell in the middle of the point you were locked in. Because those rolls were sort of, and they were rolling up, and then the accents on the flam, and then the accents going back and forth. I mean, you were just, and it was really, really nice. So I would suggest trying to figure out how you can be there from that first note all the way through the last note. And as musicians, we're all there. It takes us a little while to get into it, but if you can figure out how to start off that way, take us the whole way to the end, then that would just take it to a whole different level. I enjoyed it. It was really nice though. Yeah.
Very cool, thank you. Hey, Marcus, you play for us? Hey, thank you. Can I give this back to you? Sorry.
I don't know if it's just the right one, and you want the lyrics and the sound off or something, but it sounded like a swarm of bees. It was just like above, like, every time we started playing, it just sounded like bees. Or it was just like, but no, then it was.
So, Americus, what are you playing for us?
He got the whole world in his hands.
Alright.
I love this one.
You should go.
Just start the end of the section.
Hey, there you go. I think just watching that 5-chord, like I think in the 3 different keys that you played in, just make sure that shape in the left hand, that 5-chord shape, that you just so really one of the ways you can just try to get that under your fingers is just go from the 1 chord to the 5-chord, 1 chord, 5 chord, just kind of go back and forth, just making sure that shape feels comfortable. It's kind of similar to guitar as well, like just going from chord to chord, making sure those shapes are working for you. So keep on it. You're on the right track for sure.
The left hand with the chord repeating, it's really easy as a performer if you don't pay attention to that, to make it just kind of start get plodding, which I did not hear you doing. So I don't know what you worked on, but keeping your wrist loose and not having a tight grip on those chords as you're repeating them can help that happen. But I noticed that, I don't know if you intentionally did that or just unconsciously it happened. Just be aware of that, just to keep that so it doesn't become just banging on the chord. And so that it is actually doing the accompaniment like a guitar strumming. But yeah, that was what you were doing is good. Just keep that wrist loose, and then you can concentrate on getting that melody, making it sing out. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Birthday, Daisy is.
Hello.
Daisy. I know it's saying Disney best for last. It's been like 3 years.
Let's go, Joe.
Okay.
British classes.
What did singing?
I'm going to be singing Come Unto Him if the soprano exit from Angels of the Messiah.
All right.
I thought it went pretty well. I still think you could be louder. Louder my notes.
Okay.
So, be bold. But yeah, I thought it went well.
Yeah, so when you're doing those Fs up there, it's like, how's that feeling for you?
Well, it already was it's difficult because I'm nervous, but definitely when I'm more confident in the practice room, it comes through a lot nicer. But I think it's just I get the jitters.
Yeah, that's okay.
So when you get the jitters, what are things that you've learned that go away? Like certain techniques, you're like, this is causing me to do that.
Oh well, I just feel like I close up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you close the throat, you mean?
Yeah. Or I can be supporting better.
I was thinking support would help a lot, especially like those big jumps when you're from the high F down to the F down below. You got down the lower one, I'm like, oh, we kind of lost. Where's another little bit? So obviously support. It's a different kind of support for that really high note to the lower note, but just support them, which brings them out. So
Do you like teach breathing through the nose at all?
I don't really like breathing through the
Okay.
nose.
some people definitely like swear by that. But like scientifically, your stockpile has to be lowered while you're breathing through your nose, and you want it lifted when you're singing. I was asking because I noticed when you breathe, almost, like when that last breath, you want the onset of the oncoming word. I'm not getting that sensation in your breathing. I just wondered how you taught breathing at all. I breathe through my nose, but I always breathe on the last beat through my mouth to place it. But that you can only do that when you have the space to take those big breaths, because it just did sound a little bit like, yes, nerves, but maybe some just support. I never saw your chest caving in and out, so that's good. That means you're breathing. That's really good. I don't know, maybe some of the finding the placement in the breath before you attack those high notes might help with it.
I love your timbre though, just overall, just kind of an overall thing, just very, very nice timbre, just very round and it's a really very pleasant tone.
There's definite improvement from last year to this year for sure, just in that and the shapes, all of that.
All right, thank you so much. Andrew Burke.
Andy, bring me on campus.
Worst one for last.
Let's go, buddy. Andrew, make us cry.
Andrew, what's the raise the lid there? Yeah. Do you have copies for us?
I was not.
Okay.
Guys, encouraging.
What are you playing, Andrew?
I'm playing Sonic Team. I'm just playing the first 20 seconds.
Who's
5
it?
minutes.
Who's it?
5 Baker.
Okay.
Who's that?
And he's kind of like this underground, up-and-coming artist.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Coming along there, watch the Indies, if your phrases maybe don't accent and da-dum, but release them instead, but, just keep going, it's gonna stay out there.
Yeah, I'd say kind of lighten some things up too. It feels a little heavy and kind of, sort of. I think it could be. What's the opening dynamic on that?
Forte.
Was okay, yeah.
I think it's a balance. There's too much accompaniment, not enough
Oh,
melody.
yeah. So left hand is kind of, just feels, maybe kind of plotting, just kind of. So just see if you can smooth it out, lighten it up just a little bit. Let that right hand, come out more. That left hand's supposed to be the accompaniment. So just be careful. It's not just kind of all just like real in your face,
Yeah.
So.
I was thinking the same thing, the left hand's the accompaniment for the melody, which is in the right hand. Kind of like what we were talking about in class last night, what's the most important part? but that right hand is doing the most important part, and everything else just kind of is supporting it underneath. So just, kind of be aware of that. And I was thinking the same thing as Wally. I don't know when this was written, but I know Beethoven is kind of known for his great, big, huge, bombastic, in-your-face stuff. But I'm guessing this was probably earlier Beethoven, which would have been more like the classical, more like Mozart, like, so more of a, they describe Mozart as like a sparkle to the music. And that's kind of what I think this song maybe should be a little more instead of a headache.
As your teacher though, you have come a long way with it. So I did see improvement in your hand position and in your technique with where you held your wrist the whole time. So the things that they're talking about will come as we continue to flesh out some of these technique concepts.
Yeah.
So.
And as you get the notes to where they just come, you just know the notes,
Yeah.
then those other things will come.
And when your friends are playing and if they mess up, you don't giggle and laugh at them.
It makes me giggle
Students.
and laugh.
Just be respectful, because you're gonna be up there. You're gonna have your turn. All right, y'all, thank you. Yeah, good job, Andrew. All right, that's what we got for today. So, my Angola team, tonight, 6:30. Here, all right. Very good. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Yeah.